That's who I'm talking. Mumbling shit that I am. Guys, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Mr. Adjustment. Let's start off the new year right. And I hope you guys had a good New Year's Eve to relax and really ponder what you want to create this year. I slept. I worked all day. I had set my clock for 11:30. I figured, get up, watch the ball drop, and head back to sleep. Man, I got up at 11:30. All right, got up at 11:30. Next thing I knew, it was 12:03. I'm like, okay, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Tor. She's out like a light. So it's just a day, guys. It's just a day. Every day is New Year's. Every day is a new start. That's why I call it a new day. Don't you ever forget that. Don't ever feel like you have to set aside certain time just to start a new life on a certain day. No, you start today, meatball. You start right now. You do what you got to do to make your life better. And and these words came to me because and I'm just digressing here. I'm just kind of brushing up because I was supposed to be on last night, but I got on with Kurt. I just finished his show, and then I get a text from Victoria. I'm ready at Walmart. Come pick me up. I'm like, okay, I'll do my show tomorrow. So here we go. It was great. But the question I have for you guys, and this is something you can ask yourself every single day. I actually wrote it down. I want to make sure I mentioned it verbatim because these are the same questions that I bring to my journaling every day, or scripting, or vision boarding per se. I'm just putting my words into motion by doing this. And I ask myself, what direction am I directing my energy? And for you guys out there who are really pushing the narrative of resolutions and the new start of the new year, that's basically all you have to ask yourself every day. You know, where are you directing your energy? And how do I know where I'm directing my energy, Jared? That's the question. How are you feeling? If you're directing your energy at a certain situation that made you sad, expect your day, or the majority of your day, because you're focusing on it, to be sad. And probably because you don't even realize it, but you're focusing on something that made you sad. So a key point here is mind control. A key point here is a mindset. And people gave me that title, mindset coach. I don't care whatever the hell you want to call me. I'm just a person who shares information. But the mindset is the creation tool. I mean, that's your starting point to whatever you want to bring in life. I didn't realize that. I thought you had to work for it outside to get it back on the inside. No, everything starts from the inside and works itself out. So whatever mind control you're sending out every day via energy is what you're creating every day. And when you realize that, you'll realize what Napoleon Hill said in Think and Grow Rich. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. That's basically all we are. We're just a big do-it-yourself project moving along every single day. And if you want to shorten the process, realize what you're sending out as your energy every single day. It's really that simple. Your thought direction, as I mentioned many times here on America's Mentor, is your life direction. Your thought process is your life process, because that's where you're sending off your energy to. And you guys can test it for yourself. If you're in a great mood, or you're in this fantastic mood, or happy, or what are you thinking about? Probably not the present moment, where you've been, or what has happened in your life, or where you're going. It's not the outside world. It's your mindset that's creating the outside world. So it's really a bass-backwards approach to living every day. And the whole thing about America's Mentor is all about peace of mind. We all want this peace of mind every day. Okay, fine. How do you get peace of mind? By focusing on what makes you happy and learning how to control what's coming out of you to make yourself happy. And while I was on X, formerly Twitter, I don't know, what do they call tweets now on X? They still call them tweets or X's? I have no idea. But most likely found the most powerful set of words that I can't explain. I'm going to get right to it. I'm going to read them verbatim because it's something, it could be your mantra. They have your own slogan that you tell yourself every day. And if people live by this, the world of these 8 billion people would be such a better place. I'm gonna read what Dr. Nicole Saphier said, because it really takes to heart on what we should be doing every single day. Well, what we should be focusing on every single day. And it takes part of an old quote, but really send it up to the third power. And I'm gonna read it to you guys. Dr. Nicole Sapphire wrote, I'll spend the rest of 2024 being too busy watering my own grass to notice if yours is greener. She just solved the puzzle about what Napoleon Hill said about your do-it-yourself project. Mind your own business. Mind your own business on what you're doing every single day, and don't worry about what the outside world is thinking, having, being, doing. Just focus on your energy that you're sending out every day, and you'll realize the most amazing life that you are creating every day. You got to realize, you want to think miserly in a way where you don't project that you've always wanted to be. You can only create from that. Mindset is the seed of thought that goes into the ground of the universe, that sprouts by you thinking about it constantly. It's a really simple start to 2024 that I hope you guys can really grasp, because that is your do-it-yourself project for 2024. How you thinking? And there was a notable speaker, whenever asked how you doing, he goes, how you living? And if you look at your outside world, that's just a mirror reflection of your inside thoughts. And if you guys really can grasp this is what people fail to realize. And what I had the hardest thing to do was realize that I was the cause of the problem. I was plugging into the negativity. I was plugging into the hurt. I was plugging into the past. I was plugging into what that person or persons did to me 15, 25 years ago. And that's the kind of energy I was producing every single day. Therefore, creating or recreating in my reality every single day. It's your mindset that creates the lifestyle. So whatever mindset you hold every day is the lifestyle you're going to keep creating every day. That's why affirmations, or that mantra that I mentioned about watering your own grass, the grass is always greener on the other side, Meatball. It always is, man. Depends on what you water it with, what thoughts you water it with, what you're sending out to it to create whatever you want. And when you realize everything starts within us, we start the process. That's how easy it is. So whatever you're sending out, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking every single day is going to manifest. So why not choose 2024 as a year of yourself, of what you've always wanted to have, be, and do, and constantly focus on that. However you can. I do it as much as I can all day long, no matter what. No matter how work is going, I make sure I set aside time in my thought to think about, where is America's Mentor going? Where is Jerry going? What does Jerry want? He's not going to focus on the hurt, the pain, the sadness, the medications. And you guys pick your poison. That's why he called it a do-it-yourself project, because nothing else on the outside world can do it for you. You know, Think and Grow Rich wasn't about money per se. A little bit, maybe a third of that book was about money, but the other 2/3 was about emotional intelligence, EI. It's how you're thinking that's creating the money in your life or taking it away in your life. The mind is a powerful tool, guys. We all have it. We all have the same thing. We just use it in all different ways. And the universe is our garden that we plant in every single day. And it's not about getting spiritual. You know, I'll read you a quote from Revelations, which is actually pretty funny. It's like epiphany to the third power. But they state it in Scripture as many times as they state it from theologians and philosophers. It all starts within. Success is an inside job. You can't be successful outside until you feel successful inside. You can't have a good relationship with somebody until you have a good relationship with yourself. And it's a simple thing to realize that we are our own do-it-yourself project. We have the screws and the hammers, and we're always kind of adjusting it like knobs on a soundboard for a concert, and we're giving the best show every single day to the world. And if you keep doing that, you're going to have the most amazing performance. And it's not too hard, guys. It's not too hard. It's you making the conscious choice, the chosen choice every day to only choose what you want to bring. and watch how life responds. I mean, reality takes its time for a reason. You know, reality is dense, physicality is dense, but our thought process is waves of energy. It's an amazing science project that we can create anything we want out of virtual thin air. And I'm going to read you from Revelations before I head off. I had a couple of words from the quote box, because basically it takes half of your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. Indeed. But it doesn't come with directions. We got to figure that stuff out, man. It makes life more fun. Sadly, we have sometimes to go to the fire, learn how to get burned, to realize not to get burned again. Life is just like a big stove. You keep touching it, you're going to keep getting burned. When you stop touching it, you're going to start prospering in life in all you do. But people, you can't blame life. You can't. And I had the hardest time with this. I was blaming life for all my troubles many moons ago. And I see that on Facebook every day. Oh my God, I'm seeing it on Facebook every day. When memories from like 10 years ago, I was blaming this and my ex and this and that. And when I was the problem. When you realize you're the problem, you realize you're the solution. And I'll leave you guys with this from Revelations. I forgot which verse I forgot. And I forgot my staff, man. So I'm going to do it. Behold. It starts off with that. Behold, I am making all things new. What does it say? I am making all things new by a choice of mindset. It goes on to say, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. What did they just say? You're starting the process of creation just by writing down or thinking what you want to have, be, and do. The thing is, we're doing it unconsciously by our experiences that has happened in our life, or the hurt or the pain that just keeps perpetuating because we keep thinking about the hurt and the pain to help it perpetuate. We're watering it with thought. Your mind is a garden. Remember that, guys. Whatever seeds you plant are going to sprout. Not to scare you, but to inspire you. Because you could put any kind of shit you want in there. Any kind of imagination, fantasies, luxuries, whatever you want to. If you live rich in mind, you're going to create that rich reality in everything you do in life. If you have a poor mindset, you're going to create a poverty lifestyle. It's a really simple analogy of life. It's a simple start to an amazing day of the new year that you guys can realize for yourself. And the best advice I can give you is to just be yourself, man. It wasn't until I became myself that I was drawing to myself what I wanted for myself. And it's a great setup for the new year for yourself. So I'm going to read that for you one more time in the beginning. And you guys think about it for yourself. I mean, really, if you're not feeling right, if you're not feeling in a great mood, it's the energy you're sending out. So what are you thinking about to start the energy process to make you feel this way? Ask the right questions and you're going to get the right answers. You keep asking the questions, you're going to keep getting answers. Ask constantly. Ask for what you want. Ask, why am I feeling this way? Ask, why are things happening this way? You're going to get answers. They're going to come in the most amazing way. Believe me when I tell you. And I'll read Dr. Sapphire's quote again before I head off. And guys, remember this for yourself. Remember this. I'll spend the rest of 2024 being too busy watering my own grass to notice if yours is greener. It's a great way to live, guys. It's not being selfish. It's you just being yourself. Because when you're that person you've always wanted to be, you're going to attract the people just like you. Like attracts like. You're going to attract the right situations because it's what you want to have, be, and do. It's an amazing set and realizing you're the most powerful magnet. Your thoughts. It's great because now you can make a wish list every day. It's called journaling or scripting, or I said me, myself, and I can. Actually, verbing. You're creating the process of thought. You're putting it on paper or whatever you guys, however way you do it, on computer, on phone, whatever it might be. You're typing that every day. You're believing that every day. You're going to manifest that every day. So guys, America's Mentor _radio, I'm going to let you go. I got things to do when I get back to work in a little while, guys. America's Mentor on Instagram, at America's Mentor on X, at America's Mentor on YouTube, guys. Thanks for the Jackson views. I'm glad that my computer decides to go dark on me in the middle of my broadcast. So guys, enjoy your Wednesday, guys. Remember, we are our own do-it-yourself project. This is great because you can customize what you're building, hence your life. Guys, have an amazing day. I'll talk to you guys soon, man.